Swaggy Films presents the inspiring true story of Louis Zamperini, a decorated track hero, USC star, and Olympic athlete who gave up his dream of running to fight for his country and join the U.S. Air Force in World War II. However, on a search and rescue mission, his plane crashed in the Pacific Ocean and his life raft was attacked by Japanese fighter planes. And then sharks! He was later taken to various prisoner of war camps, where he was brutally beaten but showed true resilience and character. Holy crap, did you see that? After the war, he suffered from PTSD and alcoholism, but found salvation in the words of Billy Graham, and dedicated the rest of his life to inspiring others. What are some prevalent themes in your book, Unbroken?
One important theme in Unbroken is staying strong in the face of adversity. Throughout Zamperini's journey, he was faced with several different choices and situations. Unlike the problems we are faced with today, Zamperini would be faced with fatal mistakes. Instead, he fights through all of the problems that he faces. Another important theme in the book is the importance of companionship, which is exemplified when Zamperini's raft meets another raft with other survivors. These other survivors help to ease him in the situation that he has at hand. And after the war, when he's faced with PTSD and alcoholism, the companionship of Billy Graham helps to guide him out of his alcoholism.
Mr. Zamperini, what does Ms. Hillenbrand's book have to say about contemporary culture?
This book reveals the importance of character, resilience, and bravery in today's culture. It is evident in Mrs. Hillenbrand's personal challenges, her dedication to fact and detail, and her pretense to emphasize certain aspects of the story that she values those traits, and thinks that people can benefit from strong leaders, companionship, and an iron will.
Mrs. Hillenbrand, how specifically does the book reveal the theme?
Well, while this is a nonfiction book, I chose to write about it because it is a great example of human willpower and ingenuity. Like I said earlier, I believe that leadership, character, and strength are valuable traits. In the novel, I write about it several times. I say it explicitly and implicitly. Louis is a leader and an inspiration to thousands, including me. With my chronic fatigue syndrome, it is difficult for me to function and live a normal life. Louis himself, the hero, requires help from the goodness of others to survive. At a Funa camp, as I describe in Chapter 20, the captives sacrifice individual security for the betterment of the group as a whole. Thorbjorn Christensen, for example, gave Louis a coat that saved his life in the cold winter. Bill Harris fearlessly led the group and remained a positive role model for the other men. Obviously, companionship and leadership are prevalent and important in this story. As Louis develops too, other themes emerge. He began life as a delinquent child, then matured and found his passion for running, and even further in the military. Later in life, when he met Billy Graham, he found true salvation and dedicated the rest of his life to inspiring others.
Why is her message important, and what might it indicate for future generations?
Well, Mr. Interviewer, she documents a World War II story that inspired people in that era, inspires her now, and will inspire people in the future. Leadership and strong will are necessary for a cooperative society and will always be so. The message in the book is not only important for Mrs. Hillenbrand herself, but also for the future of a successful and free society. Bravery, too, forces people to challenge human limits, just as my bravery inspired others and made myself a man. Swag.